Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Dan. Welcome to my channel, Bro Gets Rich, where we talk about investing. I show you some of my real life portfolios, dividends, and just share my wealth building process in general. Today, we're going to talk about one of my stock portfolios, going to look at my one of my altcoin portfolios for the crypto bull run, just go over some news stories and share some stocks that I have been buying. So make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so to get things started, we're going to look at my main portfolio that I've been sharing with you guys. As you can see, at the time I took these screenshots, it was worth $34,000. This is the makeup of the portfolio. If you watch my channel, you're not a stranger to it. Amazon, Google, Jeppy, Microsoft, Realty Income, SCHD, Tesla, VIG, VOO, and XYLD. So we have a mix of some tech stuff, some dividend ETFs, S&P 500 stuff, and then some income ETFs with Jeppy and XYLD that do covered calls and pay good monthly dividends. So the first stock I've been adding to, still been buying this every day. Said I was going to do it until it breaks $60, and that is Realty Income. It is a REIT. I own a couple real estate properties, but getting some more real estate exposure is pretty tough right now. I don't want to pay interest rates the way they are, and home prices are crazy. I'm just going to sit out and build my dividend portfolios for passive income right now, but Realty Income does offer me some more real estate exposure, and it's yielding over 5% right now. So I've put about $800 into this stock at the time of shooting this video, up almost 6% on it, and yep, doing pretty well. Like I said, I really don't want to buy it. I am buying it, but I really don't want to buy it over 60. It seems pretty cyclical. And if it gets back up to 90 again or whatever the all-time high is, if I'm in long-term capital gains, I might sell it and just stick it in a money market or something. Doesn't really make sense to me. For right now, I think it's a good value. I want to hold it for a little while. I like the dividend yield. But I don't know, if it hits 90 again, and because I do think it's cyclical, I don't know if I want to hold on to it, ride it all the way back down. Or maybe I can try and build up to 100 shares. Over time, and just if it gets to a point I want to sell it, maybe write covered calls on it and collect some passive income that way. That's kind of my plan with this one. So next up we have VIG. This is Vanguard's Dividend Appreciation Index Fund. Probably putting, maybe $50 a week, maybe more, sometimes more into this. Have 13 shares sitting at about $2,200, and I'm up 6.43% right now. So this is one buy and hold forever, long-term dividend growth. The majority of my money, guys, and none of this is investment advice, goes into the way I spend most of my money every month is paying off mortgages, and then buying simple things like this. I do have some risk, which we also talk about on my channel, because I'm young enough to recoup it, and most of my money goes into safe investment. So I'm not adverse to taking some big risk, big reward plays, but play it safe most of the time. All right, and ironically, after I give my spiel about being safe, we're going to break right into this altcoin portfolio. This is a snapshot of one of my crypto portfolios. And last time I showed this to you, I think it was worth about $4,500. As you can see now, creeping up to almost $12,000. I don't think I've put that much more into it. If I had to guess, maybe only $300 to $500 more of actual new capital went into this. So we'll see. Solana's all-time high is $250. I actually did just buy some Solana right now. I put $100 into Solana because it dipped from 94 to 89. We'll see. Solana's all-time high is $250, and a lot of people 9 months ago were saying it'd just be nice to hit that all-time high again. And now with the big run it's went on, people are saying $300 Solana, $500 Solana. I've even heard some pretty smart people I respect say $1,000 Solana. So I have no idea. I'm not in the business of making predictions or telling you what to do. I just know that I bought most of my Solana around $20 and save for buying big dips. Just gonna hodl it, as they say, and see what happens, and hopefully layer out on the big run up. So that's my plan with that. All these other positions, render, AI narrative play. To be honest, I don't really know a whole lot about it. There's some investors that I pay attention to, altcoin investors who, they all kept talking about it. And I was like, oh, well, shit, if all of them keep talking about it and it's crypto coin. It has an AI narrative. It's in the top 100. So just built a little position for fun. We'll see what happens. I'm already up on it. I'm gonna look to dump all this stuff in the bull market. Probably sell this Bitcoin. Definitely sell this Vulcan Forge. Ditch this ETH. And I barely have any Matic. Maybe I'll just sell that. Whenever Matic gets to its all-time high again. All right, not to get political. Obviously, election year. I don't really care about politics a whole lot, but this tweet is from Jason. I think his last name's like Kalkanis, investor. Part of the All In podcast with Chamath Palihapitiya. But I thought this was a really good tweet. It says, Americans are not victims. We remain the most blessed humans on the planet. Stop complaining. Start creating. Billions of people wish they were in your privileged shoes. Don't waste your privilege. Dare to be great. And that's just kind of my mantra going into this election year. Like I said, not trying to get political, but America's pretty cool and allows you to do some cool shit. So do some cool shit. All right, so if you follow my channel, I invest in Bitcoin. Full disclosure, I think I would have to calculate it. I'd have to look, but I would say about 15% maybe of my total net worth is in Bitcoin. Big believer. And it's going to be a fun year for Bitcoin. ETF should be getting approved. Halving coming up. Not financial advice. Anyway, former PayPal president says Bitcoin is the trade of this generation, and goddamn, I hope he is right. Probably a pretty smart dude. He's got a nice watch on, it looks like, and nice white pants showing off some ankles. So, respect. So some tweets from Bitcoin Magazine looking at the tickers. ETF might be approved later this week or even tomorrow when I upload this video on Monday. I believe it's the 8th. Ticker for ARKS is ARKB, and ticker for Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF is going to be FBTC. I will most likely purchase some FBTC. I like Fidelity. I like their stance on Bitcoin. I'll probably support their product. I'm not going to switch to buy the ETF, but I do just want to show a little love for the ETF upon launch. Just kind of do my part. But my overall strategy will be DCA and then ship Bitcoin out to my more secure wallets. All right, just a little tidbit. Book I'm reading right now, Options Trading for Dummies, because I am a dummy and I am a bro, as my channel's title suggests. So I am looking to learn more about options, not particularly buying options, but selling contracts as I build positions up over the long term. So this is kind of the strategy that I'm looking to employ. And I just figured I'd read this book to get a better overall perspective, trying to educate myself before I actually put the process into motion. But basically, I want to buy cash secured puts. When you get assigned, which eventually you will get assigned, you sell covered calls. And then if you're forced to sell, then you buy another cash secured put. And you just keep this cycle going. I'm going to be looking to do it mostly with, dividend growth ETFs, like things that I already own, like maybe SCHD or one that I don't own yet, but I'm looking to add my Robinhood dividend portfolio, DGRO or DGRO. Gonna experiment with it. I'll keep you guys posted. Not sure when I'm gonna start doing this, but sometime in the near future, and hopefully we can make some nice passive income. So besides all the stocks and cryptos I mentioned, the only other thing I'm kind of buying right now, chipping away at Tesla again, just little by little. I'm always buying SCHD, VIG all the time. Those are kind of my main two things right now. I really like those. And Tesla, I think it's a bigger position for me. It's my biggest individual stock position in this portfolio, but I do like to allocate a little bit of my investing every week to like a higher risk, higher reward play. Other than smash buying some spot Bitcoin, I don't really want to buy any more Solana right now. Like I said, because it's, it ran up to almost $125, or maybe it was $125 not so long ago. And I bought most of that around 20. And, to me, Solana is a higher risk than Tesla. And I just am a big believer in Tesla over the next, 5 to 10 years. So I just think that, the price has dipped back below 250. And I'm just going to keep chipping away at it here and there. because it's fun and I like Elon and I like Tesla. And I don't mind owning more of it. It's, they have like over 20 billion in cash and they're just growing all the time. Like they're not going to zero. And I don't think the downside risk is a lot over the long term from here. Yep, that's where I'm at. Tell me what stocks you're buying. Tell me what you think about 2024 so far. If you're buying Bitcoin, what you think the crypto market's going to do over the next year and a half, 2 years with this halving cycle coming up and the ETF being approved. Like I said, not financial advice. My name is Dan, aka Bro Gets Rich. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.